done. Did I get your attention yet, folks? All right, let me turn it down. Sorry about folks. You know, in these trying times of trying to get viewers and people to watch your video, you got to find a way to grab people's attention right off the bat, you know? So anyway, I don't know if this worked or not, folks, but I got my old Beatles 1965 tour jacket, which really doesn't exist, folks. I got this a long time ago when I was a very young man. You can tell it doesn't fit as good as it once did. But anyway, I also wore it because I just got my new purple Beatles ukulele. So I thought I'd show you that. I got the rubber sole one. The only reason I got this, folks, is they're at the Fest for Beatle fans, and I'll show you there's 4 different ones. There's the rubber sole one, and here's the box it comes in. Beatles ukulele. The only reason I got it, folks, because they dropped like 25 bucks off the price. When I first saw them, I said, oh, those are a cool little collectible, but I wasn't going to get one. I just thought they were too pricey. But when they dropped the price, and it may still be dropped if you're interested, I grabbed the rubber sole one. But there's 4 different ones total. There's Help, rubber sole. This one's called Love Is, so all you need is love, I guess. And then an Abbey Road one. So, I mean, if you're interested, folks, they're pretty cool. I'm only getting one because I love rubber sole, so it's my little collectible. But anyway, folks, the reason I'm really here is to give my thoughts on the new McCartney III Imagined covers album, which will be coming out in the near future. Folks, it's coming out on many different formats. You can go to other channels like Mean Mr. Mayo, and I'm sure there's so many people, Mark P., Caitlin Larkin, that are talking about this thing. So I'm not going to give you all the details. Go get the details from them as far as the configurations. It's on CD. You can get it in download. It's a special limited edition red vinyl. There's a special translucent green Spotify edition. There's a standard black vinyl. The cool one that everyone seems to be raving about is this multicolored splatter one where the die on the front of the cover is all in multicolors. It's a very cool design. I've seen the image of it, and I'll probably post the image as my banner thing here with this video. What makes this very unique, folks, this release, is that it's, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, the first sanctioned covers album by Paul, where he's given his blessing and he's involved in this. There's been many covers of Paul's music over the years, but I believe this is the first one that he's giving his blessing to and being part of. It's an official release, so to speak. And what's my thought on it? Well, I won't be getting it, folks. I don't think so, unless something falls in my lap, and I don't think it will, because I believe the one I would really want would be the multicolored splattered one, and I believe that's sold out already. But I gotta tell you, folks, the only reason I would be getting it is because of the design. I mean, the design is the appeal of this thing, isn't it, really? I mean, how many of these things would sell if it was just some other company putting out a Paul covers album of McCartney III? Yeah, some people might buy it, some fans might dig it, but I think for the most part, people wouldn't really give it a second look. But because this is sanctioned by Paul, and because the design is a unique new design for a variation of the McCartney III cover with the cool splatter vinyl and blah, 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 I think that's the big appeal here. And there's nothing wrong with that. Let me say that right off the bat, folks. For you hardcore collectors out there, you serious collectors, I say great, bless you, get it if it's something you want. I never put people down for getting multi-configurations of the same album or variations of it. I have no problem with that. I do it myself on occasion. Now, am I a completist? No, I am not. I don't have every McCartney III color. That, what were there, 14 or 16 different colors when it first came out? I've only got like 4. And maybe in the real world, I should be ashamed of that, right? I also have like 6 of the CDs. I have the 4 different colors that came with the bundles. And then I got the special Spotify green CD, and I've got my regular CD to play in my car and whatnot. So I'm into and I've got the cassette. I mean, so I'm into this thing for McCartney III multi times over. Not as many as some people. I know some people, you have all the colored vinyl, all the variations, and you want this too, this new McCartney III Imagined, because it's a different variation on the design and on the whole concept. I get it, and I support you if you want to do that. I won't be doing it. I'm never going to say it's a horrible thing or a terrible thing, or I'm not going to be one of these people that's saying, "Whoa, why is he releasing this? He should be releasing the mega lunchbox edition of McCartney III. When's that coming?" I'm not going to be like that. I'm not going to be like, I want the Maca 3 turd in the punch bowl edition. I want that first. No, I'm not going to be that way, folks. If Paul wants to release this and there's fans out there that want it as part of their collection, more power to them. I say go for it. I'm just telling you my thoughts is that I'm just not into it, folks. I mean, I like McCartney III. I think it's a very good album, and I've stuck by that since my initial review months ago. It's a good album, good solid album, and I like it for what it is. But I really don't care to have this collection of other artists already covering Paul's songs that are frankly brand new. I don't need that. I don't really want that. The only reason I would be getting it is if I grab the multicolor splatter edition just because of the design of it, because it's unique and special to slip next to my other ones. But is it that important to me to go that far to get it? No. But for you that are getting it, great. Go for it. I may sample this thing on Spotify just as a curio, just to see what some of these other artists are doing with it. I did hear the Kiss of Venus first single. I can't even remember the artist's name, and I wasn't that impressed with it. It wasn't terrible. If you like it, great. But I didn't think, I like Paul's version much better. And I didn't think this version really added much to it, so I didn't think it was that cool. So I don't care to hear it again. But I do understand the collectability of this new release because of the design, especially because of the design. It's unique, it's different. That vinyl is special. That cover is special with the multicolored dye. I get it. If you're a hardcore collector and a completist, yes, that's great. That's something you probably should get. I'm not. And I'm sure many of you are like me out there. You're not that hardcore or that much of a completist where you really feel you need to spend the money on this. There's too many other things coming up for me, folks. I mean, there's a new Cheap Trick coming out very soon. We've got the John Lennon Plastic Ono Band coming soon. Hopefully by this summer the Beatles get back. Let It Be big project is coming. There's so many things that could be coming this year, folks, that I just can't keep blowing money on stuff just for the sake of it to be a completist. But for those of you that can and want to do that, I'm with you. I support you. Okay, I won't be part of that. I just think if Paul wasn't behind this as an official release with his blessing, with him sanctioning it, I think it would get very little to much notice at all. That's just my opinion on it. I have no problem with it. As I said, when I think about all the Maca 3 stuff I have as it is, and I don't have everything, I'm a little bit embarrassed sometimes, like, oh my God, I can't believe Paul got me again. He pulled me in again just when I thought I was out. Paul pulled me back in again, after Egypt Station, and he did, because I said I'm in for this thing for like at least 10 copies, or 8 to 10 copies I have of McCartney III in different variations. So I'm with you, folks. I understand what the collectability and the lure of it is all about. But this is just a little too far for me. I'm not going for this. I'm going to sample it, listen to it, and that will pretty much be it. I mean, unless I go end up at some convention somewhere, a record show, and one of these cool splatter ones shows up for a really good, reasonable, cheap price, I might grab it. But other than that, I'm not going to get into it that much. I'm just not one that has to have everything. And I don't have everything. I've told you that before in the past. This is a Beatles-related channel, but I'm not a completist. I don't have everything. There's people that show things, and I go, wow, that's cool. And there's things people show, and I do go out and get, and there's things I don't. I just can't afford everything, and I just don't have the room for everything or the desire to have everything. And you have to have that desire and that drive and that collectible sensibility to want to get everything. And I don't have that. I love the Beatles. I love the solo Beatles. But I'm happy with what I have, and I chip away at my little collection, and that makes me happy, and I'm pleased with that. And for those of you that go beyond that and do have everything or do try to aspire to everything, I say great, great, great. I will always support you and always think it's a wonderful thing. I will never put that down at all. So anyway, that's it. That's my take on it. I'm going to check it out as a curio, sample it on Spotify and listen. But beyond that, I'm not going to really be jumping through hoops to get this thing. Okay, folks, that's it. Just wanted to have a little chat with you about this new McCartney III Imagined. If you're going to get it and you've already ordered it, great, good for you. I'm happy. I hope you'll all show it when it comes in. Sorry, folks, don't come to this channel if you want to see it because I won't have it. I'm sorry. Bye-bye. Bless you.